lost my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you break me, but something about it makes us so. Maybe every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. Frozen in a dream, I can't escape the thoughts of you. If I try to leave, when I'm with you I can't move. It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you break me, but something about it makes us whole. Maybe every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold.
Smash Ultimate Tournament. I'm Matthias Dean, joined alongside Wilson Secor.
Yep.
And we're going to hop right into it because we're a little bit behind schedule. Before we do, though, we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the bracket. So let's see. Our first matchup is going to be Spiral BB versus Hook. That is Ben Briette versus Zach Hookstra. The winner's semifinal there. And this is going to be quite the matchup. What do you think, Wilson?
Yeah, this has a pretty interesting history, both these guys coming from the same wing on campus. So I don't know if I call it a rivalry as much as friendship, but
yeah.
It'll be interesting seeing how that plays into the match itself.
Sure.
As far as the history goes.
Yeah, definitely two good friends. They both also run the Taylor Esports Pokemon League that we have going. So this is gonna be a fun matchup, and I think we're gonna go ahead and get into the action. We're not gonna delay anymore. So let's go for it.
Without further ado.
Now, Wilson, you normally are playing in these tournaments.
Right.
So what's it like at this stage when you're going into the stream? What do you have any comments on that?
Nerves definitely play a big factor when you're playing these games, especially on stream. It adds a bit of a extra nerves factor, but these guys have had that experience from last semester when we, I think, both of them played on stream last semester. at that tournament, and they got some experience being on stage and just experiencing nerves and how to deal with them. So hopefully it might feel a bit different this time, but we'll see.
For sure.
And right away, he's opening up a huge gambit with an uppie off the top. And yeah, item play might take a huge role in this match with Rob's gyro, but so far it looks like he's going all out with the aggression here.
Yeah, definitely playing close to the edge there. Players are vying for that, the inside line, I guess. I think that's going to play a big role here. Both players going at it.
Good coverage with the side B. He's going to whiff an up B and eats an up smash.
How much strategy do you think went into choosing characters for this matchup? Do you
Probably
think?
quite a bit. I know these are among their best characters for sure, but okay. That was pretty nasty. Unfortunately, it didn't end in the kill. BB gonna get another uppie off the top. So, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this is a best of 5 match. I don't know if the overlay will update to that or not, but look at our broadcaster over there. He's laughing. But yeah, yeah, this is a best of 5 match. So just this first set doesn't necessarily, this first game doesn't necessarily determine the outcome. There, if Hook were to go down here, then we'd still have.
Oh my. Yeah, these combos are looking great from both of them. Both of them holding advantage very well. And just the aggression in this match is really coming out. I can tell. Good spot dodge. Oh my.
Oh,
He's
coming back. Oh my word.
Okay, good. Using ledge invincibility from the get up attack. And he's buried, and that is so hard to mash out of.
Dang. So in a situation like this, do you have to just like button mash to try and get out?
You can use the stick. As long as the game
strategy?
recognizes an input on the controller, it'll count as an input towards getting the mash out.
Okay.
So you can use the stick, you can press buttons. Using the stick is a bit safer because it won't buffer a necessarily like a attack or something.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
So if you come out, you might use a really unsafe move, you just can't know. So it's better to use the stick, I think.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, and we see the players now selecting maps. Looks like Pokemon Stadium. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Counterpicking stages will play a really big part in this, especially with this matchup. I know ZSS is going to like a lower ceiling for getting uppy kills off the top super early. Rob might like a lower side blast zones for cheesing with side B, but we'll see how this plays out here. On Stadium, this is a pretty big stage, at least main stage. Ceiling is smaller, so that will help ZSS, but I believe the side blast zones are pretty small. It's just the main stage is so huge, which will give Rob a lot of place to zone and space out with projectiles.
See both players pretty aggressive here off the start. Trying to get those big hits in early.
Okay, he's going to interrupt that bear there. They're just vying for stage control, and he's going to go with a super aggressive edge guard.
Yeah, he went deep for that one.
Yeah. BB just staying on the offensive. Hitting him at the ledge quite a bit, and he's going to trap him with uppy again.
Yeah, definitely controlling the stage a bit more, it seems.
For sure. Okay. Hook recognizing the quick hitbox there and throwing, he's going to throw out a fair to cancel it out. And, okay, this is a tricky situation. Again, frame data from ZSS is going to play a huge part in this matchup, as Rob does have solid frame data, especially for zoner, but ZSS just super fast, has things like frame 1 jab. Not the best out of shield options, but again, up B just every time.
Yeah, Ben here able to come in and get that second stock. Take it away very quickly after his was taken away to continue to have the advantage, at least stock wise.
I can feel the tension here. These guys really want this.
Yeah, this is a best of 5, so the first to win 3 sets will take it.
Using the platform assist from the up throw there.
So that item oh, is he able to make it back? He is. That Zach threw there. I'm not familiar enough with the game to say if that's going to make a big difference, but in theory, if Ben were to land on that, would that...
The gyro is used for a lot of setups. Some can lead to death at pretty much any percent. It's really just how you use it as Rob, or even how you counter use it as the other player.
Gotcha.
That'll make a huge difference in the game. And again, this aggressive side B gonna close the game out there.
Good game, good game. Best of 5, best of 5. Oh, okay. So players experiencing audio issues there for a second.
Again, plenty of time to adapt. Hopefully these players are going to take these games in stride and see what to do from there.
There we go.
Interested to see if the counter pick will change.
Same bands.
Sounds like the same bands are coming out for this.
And he's going to go to small battlefield. Personal favorite stage of mine. And we're going to see characters switch to Pichu here.
Yeah, no more Rob, down to Pikachu.
I can imagine this would be a lot trickier for ZSS with smaller hurt box on Pichu. Which can be tricky with the shape and size of ZSS's hitboxes. But we'll see how this pans out. Could be a difference maker with this counter pick here. Looks like he's going a lot for anti-airs to swat away Hook from approaching aggressively on a shield.
Both of these players went undefeated in their group stage, with Ben not dropping a single game, 5-0 last night in the first portion of this tournament, and Zach as well, same 5-0 in a different group, not dropping a single game. So these are two of the best players that you're going to see here at this tournament.
Seeing a lot at stake here.
Yeah, a lot of experience, and these two players too, like we said at the top, are good friends. I'm sure they play against each other all the time on their wing here at Taylor University. So it's interesting to see the character switch as well. I wonder if that will play into anything, both helping Zach and affecting Ben in a negative way since he's used to playing against Bob.
Oh my.
Or maybe they're both, both used to this type of matchup.
Saw the Thunder there, super powerful, can kill super early. Both of these are very lightweight characters, but it's really just going to be a glass cannon matchup here.
Lightweight meaning they can move faster, I assume?
Lightweight as in they'll die sooner.
Oh, they'll die sooner. I see.
Another uppy out of shield that's going to take things, and we are potentially in the last stock of the set situation here. Let's see if Hook can try to turn things around.
Yeah, it comes down to this. Can he get that stock, bring it back to level? He's still got a little bit less damage on him.
BB doing a great job with
not gonna last long, yeah.
ZSS's unorthodox hitboxes. There's punish opportunity, but oh my, there it is.
And we're
another early kill.
Close to even here.
Pichu will die super soon, but so will ZSS. So this could be anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, it'll really come down to seeing here. Will Zach be able to take a game? No, he will not. Ben is able to sweep. What a game.
Exciting set.
Good stuff. We got elbow bumps there. Good stuff all around. And yeah, that was a very exciting first game of the stream. Oh, there we are. We're back.
Hello.
Yeah. Listen, what do you think was the biggest factor there in that?
That one, I think it came down to dealing with aggression and how they counteracted those moves, especially at the ledge. You saw lots of edge guards, and also just how those characters, depending on which one they were playing, deal with those offstage.
Yeah.
Again, trapping landings was huge. I noticed. I got off track. Sorry. In short, super aggressive, high octane set there, and I think that'll be a big difference maker in following sets with these two later in the tournament.
Yeah,
Both of them still in, of course. Ben moving on to winners finals, and Hook moving on to losers quarters.
Losers quarters looks like he'll be facing Corfus there, another Taylor University student. But coming up after this short break, we are going to have a high school student at Massinawa High School by the name of McMackey, or Michael, face off against Taylor University's Rokim, or Ross. So we will be back right after the break with that action. Welcome back, everybody. We're ready for the next upper bracket semifinal match, another best of 5, and this time we have McMackey from Mississinawa High School versus Rokim from Taylor University. So it's going to be our first on-stream Taylor-Mississinawa matchup, and I think it's going to be a good one. Mississinawa has been doing a good job.
They have been doing pretty solid. It'll be interesting to see with lack of experience coming from a different school, obviously, to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
It's hard to prepare if you've never had any prior experience like the last match.
Mm-hmm.
So just seeing how they approach the game without that prior knowledge might make a big difference in just seeing who will make the adaptations as they go on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting matchup. Both of the players, I think, have selected their characters and their stage. We're going to have Ross playing as Snake and Mackie playing as, is it Lucas?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and get into that matchup. Players are prepping here. In just a minute, we'll transition in. But while we're waiting, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you can link that to your Twitch account and then get a free subscriber a free subscription at no cost to you, and it helps Taylor Esports out greatly. So it's in the bottom right of your screen, and it looks like the match is good to go. So we're going to go ahead and transition into that and let these guys go for it.
Good luck.
Here we go. All right, can't say I'm too familiar with this matchup myself, but Battlefield is the stage, and you're probably going to see a lot of projectile and item play here from Snake. It's like Lucas trying to absorb the grenade. Tricky movement coming out from Rokim. Just waiting for that prime opportunity to strike. It's going to trade with the grenade. Going to bait out the reflector and just going to go straight into the grab. Again, out of shield going to play a super huge part here for both characters.
Yeah, definitely shielding a lot. Both characters are using that to their advantage, trying to get that jump on their opponents, timing that very carefully.
Covering high, super important for Snake, as he's definitely a lot more vulnerable recovering low. And Lucas has a huge recovery, but it's not going to be enough this time, as that'll be the first stock.
Yeah, and only able to get Ross down to, I believe it was 20-some% there. Ross was able to take that first stock pretty quickly. I wonder how big of a factor nerves are here. You know, Ross has competed at these events in the past. We don't know what Michael's experience is, but nonetheless, he's made it this far. I'm sure he can bring it back.
For sure, he'll be able to keep going. Again, this is only the first game. It's a best of 5, so we will be seeing who's going to make these changes on the fly here. Snake's back air lasting a really long time. He's going to get the late hitbox, and he's just going to keep zoning. I'm not super sure how solid Lucas's zone breaking tools are, but he does seem to be struggling to get in here.
Now, explain the concept of zoning to me real quick, Wilson.
Zoning, basically keeping your opponents out, keeping them at bay, trying to avoid them getting into your sort of box of moves that are visualized by
Okay.
hitboxes, if that makes sense.
Gotcha, yeah.
I'm not huge onto archetype knowledge, but
Yeah,
we did see finally the first stock coming out from McMackey here. Snake's dash attack, huge neutral tool, covers so much space, and that's going to be huge damage from the neutral air.
throwing a fun fact here for all those Taylor University students out there. Ross, or Rokim, is the unicycle guy on campus.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've seen him around on the unicycle, this is him. He also plays Smash, man of many talents.
For sure. Tricky edgeguard situation. He's gonna use his invincibility to avoid the PK freeze. And gonna eat a lot of damage from the C4 and the grenade.
Yeah, we have 4 minutes remaining here. This match seems to be taking a little bit longer than most, in my opinion.
Easily.
It seems very close, although Ross does have the advantage right now.
Both of these characters having plenty of tools to keep each other out. Luke is going to stay at bay here. and take another stock, and suddenly it's a lot closer.
Closer indeed. So will Mackie be able to get Rokem down? That's the question. The next few seconds, or minutes, I suppose, will determine that. In theory, this could go on for another 3:30.
I've noticed a lot of tech chases here in this first game so far. Basically, using tech situations to adapt to your opponent and see where they go. And C4 is going to take the first game, clean things up.
Yeah, Rokem able to take that first game, but this is a best of 5, so can have up to 4 more games here. We'll see if he's able to hold on for the next one.
Pretty close game. I'm going to see what the counterpick goes to.
Yeah, players are selecting the stage right now. We'll see. What do you think? Oh, wait, since both the players have their headsets off and can hear us, I'll wait to say what you think Mackie could improve on for this next one.
Definitely figure out where to get in on Snake, having the patience to deal with projectiles, and hopefully just finding a way in. Both can keep each other out, but it'll really come down to who's the aggressor, who's holding back, and knowing when to change based on the gameplay at hand.
Gotcha, yeah, and we see a Yoshi's, was that Yoshi's Story?
Another triplat stage, smaller on the main stage, and it has walls as well, so that can be used to their advantage as well.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, and the winner of this will move on to face BB, who we just saw on stage. That's Ben Briette, in the winners finals, and we'll see that match immediately following this one. So the winner of this one will be warmed up for that on-stage match. Both players in that match will have already played on stage too.
For sure. He's going to try to catch his landing with the PK freeze. Not going to get it. I have been seeing a lot of mixes of playstyles just in between games here. Lots of mixes of staying in their face and holding back, keeping them on their toes.
We're seeing some edge guards come out there too, trying to keep their opponents at bay from both players. And we'll see if any of that pays off here. Oh, there goes one.
Chunky down smash there. He's really making use of those long-lasting hitboxes to enforce coverage here in this game. Some
Grab
funny
onto it.
situations.
Let the bomb blow up. Love to see it.
Lots of defensive options as well. I've seen a lot of spot dodging and shielding coming out from these players. He will get the setup there.
Now those bombs that we see, those do not damage Rokem, right?
They can, but again, it's Snake who plucks them, so it's how he uses it.
Okay, gotcha.
That will ultimately make them his grenades.
Yeah, gotcha.
In the end. Oh my gosh.
What
And I'm not sure if he
down
teched
smash.
that or he just was able to
Still
keep
alive, no.
recovering.
Yeah, we see a 3-1 lead right now for Ross. Will Michael be able to bring it back? He's got the damage on him.
Still off stage. Makes it back safely.
Ross is not giving him anything, though. He wants this victory. He wants to go and face Ben in the winners final for a spot in the Grand.
PK Free's going to clean things up there and finally takes the first stock, but I'm not really sure how the rest of this will go. He did make a solid comeback in the first game. Didn't close it out, but we'll see how this keeps going here. Trying to catch the roll in with the down smash, but he will keep him in an advantageous state.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the bracket here off screen. It looks like McMackey is the last person from Assiniboia High in the bracket. All of his teammates, I believe there are 3 others that came to this event.
Oh my gosh.
That was, wow.
Gimping him with the PK Freeze, getting rid of the Cypher up B.
Yeah, that was very impressive. See here if he's able to finish it off. But yeah, Michael is the last one from Assiniboia High.
Definitely put up a good fight.
The tournament. And we can see why right here. He's very talented. He does have a bit of an uphill battle to win, though, if he wants to take this game.
Yep.
And he's not able
Forward
to do
tilt.
it.
Gonna
Ross
wrap it
is
up.
able to take it. And he now has a 2-0 lead in the set. Not the series. I keep calling it a series, and it's
You're
not
good,
a
dude.
series.
Can I go back to like 1 hour? Yeah. Okay.
See if he switches things up with the counter pick here.
Let's go down.
Yeah, players are deciding. It blows me away the amount of strategy that goes into picking these stages and how much of an impact that can have on your play.
For sure.
Is there a specific strategy that you like to implement, Wilson? Is there something that you go with?
I definitely have stages I'm more comfortable with, but as far as player-to-player bases, I try to stay aware of what the character I'm playing likes and how I can avoid those stages or go to certain stages they may not like depending on what they ban. So you just have to be really mindful of characters and also players and history you may have with those characters and players
Yeah,
as you choose a stage.
for sure.
Keep the same characters here into the third game.
We good?
Same characters, yep. Now, just a reminder, Ross here has to, if he wins this, he moves on to the winners finals. And Michael has to win 3 in a row. He has to reverse sweep Ross in order to
sure.
move on. Otherwise, he's going to the lower bracket to face a waiting Grunion Master.
Northern Cave, interesting counter pick. This is a new stage that came out with Sephiroth. And I don't know if I've seen this all day, but interesting counter pick for sure. He will get a bigger main stage and 2 side platforms to work with. Finally getting the absorber to work in his favor there. Already doing much better this game. He's going to go for another Gimp with the up B, but super armor on the Cypher will help him there.
Yeah, both players, unless they're off the edge on either side of the map, they're staying close to the ground for the most part, not saying much in the air. You see Ross getting close to the edge there, maybe playing with death as his HP is so high.
Okay, trying to get fancy with some setups here. And, oh, that was a really good ledge trap. So he threw the side B up in the air, waited for it to come down to force an option, and then down smash for coverage. So
Wow,
it's getting pretty tricky again.
this is intense. Both players still with 3 stocks.
Oh my.
But both of them, oh, there goes one. And Michael is able to take the first stock of the game. It's exactly where he needs to be if he wants to bring this series back.
For sure. Yet to take any extra credit damage here on Snake. There he goes. Quick up tilt to catch him off guard there, and we're back at a mostly even game. Snake can rack up damage so fast, whether it's with trades or just lots of projectiles, and we're seeing that come into play right now. More tech chases galore.
Yeah, it seems like the first little bit of the game was mostly Michael's here. As I say that, he gets another stock. I was going to say that Ross looks like he's been controlling and bringing things back, but
Oh my.
perhaps not. Perhaps this is Michael's game.
Down tilt, very huge move. Gonna catch the 2-frame there. And it looks like he's playing pretty aggressively to take the second stock. Oh, this is not a good situation, but yes, he will use the C4 to keep recovering. And amazingly, recovers with the air dodge, so
He was way down there.
pretty fancy recovery there.
That was
Gotta say I'm
impressive.
impressed.
Doing a quick hit. That was a lot of damage real quick.
Healed from that Nikita there, and he's dead.
And
This
we're
is
on
a
level
chance to
footing
close
here.
things out. Waiting for his landing this time as opposed to a PK freeze, as he has normally opted to catch landings.
Yeah, I'd almost say that Michael has the control of this game, but Ross is definitely bringing it back. He could close it out
Oh
right
my,
here.
that is so much damage.
That was, yeah.
Suddenly, this is
He's definitely playing the game right.
this is suddenly super close. If not in Snake's favor, obviously. At this point, definitely anyone's game.
Both players keeping their distance a little bit, not wanting to give their opponent that
Oh
extra
my.
stock.
And
He
there's the
did
PK
it.
freeze, gonna close things out.
What a game. Yeah, Michael Garcia here able to take one. It will not. He denies Ross the sweep in that.
Interested to see where the counterpick stage will go, as Snake does have a good variety of stages he can opt for.
Battlefield and
Whether he's preferring a smaller space to keep the opponent at bay or a larger stage to zone on.
we can go PS2.
Snake's ledge trapping is quite powerful, so smaller stages can benefit from having them off stage more often.
You know, when each of these players sign up, this is a little bit off topic, but when each of these players sign up, they have the opportunity to put a fun fact in about them for us commentators to use, Wilson. And Michael's fun fact was that he is cool. So there we go.
I believe it.
I do as well.
Let's see what the stage pick is here. Looks like they're going to PS2. One of Snake's definitely one of Snake's better stages.
And was it Snake? Was it Ross that picked this stage, or was it Michael? I lost
I
track.
believe it was Ross. This is his counterpick after losing the last game.
Okay, that would make sense.
Just going to keep covering space with dash attack. This is not a great situation to be in.
Yeah, he's definitely making the stage work for him so far, just barely edging out his opponent at the start here.
Losing lots of trades from the grenade, that can be a tricky thing to deal with, knowing exactly when to strike when there's just so many projectiles in your face. Mixing up his landing with lots of B-reverses here. Very important tool for Snake, as otherwise he could be caught quite easily on the way down. And up tilt, going to clean out that first stock.
Yeah, this.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, that
Okay,
was
he's going to blow
quick.
himself up. That's
So,
alright.
Still even ground.
Has a solid advantage even still.
It's incredible to see two people so talented at a game battle it out like this.
For sure.
Be curious to see who comes out on top after this one.
Ooh, reflecting the grenade with forward smash there. Trying to cover the plat with up air, unfortunately did not succeed, but back air is going to get him off stage, and he's going to absorb some damage with down B there. Scary off stage situation, but he's going to recover high. And no punish, okay. Getting a lot of damage absorbed from... Okay, he's just gonna...
Not quite able to make it back up there.
Yeah, get gimped by the stage itself. Always a bummer. Waiting for the response and going back in after the down tilt. Wanting to roll in, not gonna get it.
Michael here is the only sophomore on the Macinawa, from Macinawa High that was able to make it. The rest of his teammates were freshmen, and we're on even ground again here. Again, if Ross, a senior at Taylor University, is able to take this, then he will move on to the winners final. But if McMackey is able to take it, then we'll go to a Game 5, the first of the stream. Maybe even the first. This would be the first of the tournament.
That was very aggressive. Okay.
He was able to recover, though.
Yes, making it
Still
back
has a
safely.
slight advantage.
This is really scary now. Using some B reverses to mix up his landing again and getting back, he's going to absorb a ton of damage from the down B. And suddenly this is super close. Covering
Very
low
close
actually
game.
working out pretty well. And the super armor going to avoid things. And the direction layer dodge getting back to stage safely.
Both players now realizing how close they are. Not wanting to overcommit to anything. Wanting to secure the win.
Okay, Lucas's up air pretty flimsy there, but again, any moment could close the set out or the game out.
Both players realizing the
okay.
importance of this. And we are going to a game number 5.
Okay. This is where tension really hits a climax, and I'm going to see which counterpick will take us to game 5. patience going to play a huge part here, as both of these characters can set up shop on their respective sides of the stage pretty well.
Yeah, very important for both players to take time in between the game here to kind of clear their minds, reground themselves.
For sure.
In such a high pressure situation. It's encouraging to note, though, that both players, no matter which one loses, they're not eliminated from the tournament. This is a double elimination part of the event, so they're in the winner's bracket.
Can I go back to where I have one now?
What was that?
Can I go back to where I have one now? Can I go back to Yoshi's? Sorry to ask the
I think it's modified DSR, so you can go back to the stage you won on if it was more than like 2 games ago, I think.
Okay, Yoshi.
All right, sounds like we're going back to Yoshi's. Wilson, the resident Smash expert here, coming in.
I could have been wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
We should be good. Yeah, Wilson, our 2-time Taylor Esports Smash Ultimate Champion, winning the first 2 lands we've hosted, with this being the third, decided to take a break and commentate here, and we really appreciate that.
Really glad I could be here. Let's see where they go. Back to Yoshi's. Supposedly a really good stage for Snake.
If I'm not mistaken, Ross was able to take the first game on this stage. We're back as he tries to close out the series, or the set.
You're good. Okay, setting up some up air strings here. He really wants it. And oh my, that C4 is going to kill super early up on the top platform. I think that's a big reason why he chose the stage, is for the plat assists.
Quickly.
Garbage.
Oh. Okay.
Brings it back level
Back
now.
to even.
The winner of this will move on to face Ben Briette in the winner's final. Both players realize the importance of this.
Really using the forward tilt as a boxing option just to get Lucas off of him. This is for all the marbles, Game 5. Really exciting to get the situation on the stage. Stage as in a real-life setting.
That's right, with this game you have to specify.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting the variance between esports and how they label things.
So last stock for Snake here. What will be the difference maker?
Yeah, we've seen a similar situation, and I believe Snake was able to come out on top. Ross was able to pull through. We'll see what happens here.
Okay.
Whole new game.
Getting back to an advantageous state. And it's really, ledge has played such a huge part of the set for both characters. Snake can't get hit by the Nikita, so that is an important distinction from grenades in C4. Up smash he can't get hit by either.
Okay. Definitely using that to his advantage. If he knows his opponent's going to come at him, he can go ahead and do that, and he'll get that damage in addition to whatever else he's able to strike.
Oh my. Eating a lot of damage here.
Neck and neck here as damage is concerned.
This is so tense. Okay.
Very close. And Michael is able to take it. A good game from both players. Very exciting set to watch.
For sure. We will see Sinawa High School move on to winners finals.
Yeah, Sinawa moving on to winners finals. He'll face against Ben Briette, and we will be back Briette. We will be back right after this break.
It's my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you break me, but something about it makes us so, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the core. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold.
Esports January Smash Ultimate Tournament. I'm Matthias Dean, and alongside me is Wilson, and we're here in our winners final matchup. This best of 5 features 2 players that we've already seen before. We've got Spiral BB and McMackey. And I think it's going to be a good one. Again, we've just seen both these players play. Wilson, what are your thoughts on the matter?
Yeah, so Wolf versus Lucas is going to be interesting to see how BB's going to choose the zone break and what playstyles are going to be at hand here. I don't know. Again, this is a matchup with less experience than the previous one for Ben, so it will be interesting to see how they approach players they've never fought before, or for each other.
Okay. Are we good to go? We're going to go ahead and get in the matchup then and play away.
Yes, sir.
Go for it, guys. Both players having already played on stream. I know nerves are definitely a factor here. This is a winner's final match. The winner of this will move into our grand final of this January event. The loser will go on into the loser's final to play a player that is yet to be determined.
Ben just struggling here, keeping him away from him pretty effectively. Tomahawk not gonna connect, but not going to get the roll in either. Sending him off stage with the bear, absorbing the blaster, and that might make a difference. Good out of shield option there. Okay. Oh wow, the trade. Gonna set up perfectly for a dash attack, and that's gonna take the first stock.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this the character that Ben's using, Wolf, right? He
Correct.
Did not use this character on his last stream match, right?
Showing he can be flexible with character depending on the matchup. That's a really important game for a game with. That's a really important strategy for a game with a roster this huge. And taking yet another stock with a down smash at the ledge. This is looking kind of brutal.
Yeah, Ben able to take 2 stocks really quickly from Michael. It's barely hanging on there. He has racked up quite a large amount of damage. See how much longer he's able to hold on if he can't get that third stock. Oh my word!
Frustrating tool to get
Very
by.
aggressive there from Michael, and he's able to get a stock
is gonna take that first stock. Let's see how he continues to play at a deficit.
Yeah. Ben's still with 1 stock advantage on Michael, but Michael able to send him down.
Not going to fall for that down smash. It can be a really scary situation to find yourself in. Oh, that was a really funky interaction there.
Both these players experienced Ben, having been in this situation many times before. playing in the winners final, I think, of every single Taylor Esports tournament
I believe so.
so far. So comfortable, I'm sure.
Okay, good stuff from McMackey there, recognizing the out of shield option he tends to gravitate towards with the up smash and punishing accordingly.
Very quick shield there, but it did not work, and they're kind of on level footing. Ben having the damage advantage, though.
Needing one stray hit, there it is.
And there it is. Ben takes the first game of this best-of-5 set. The players now preparing to choose their next stage and their characters.
I'm gonna ban Smashville
Smashville has been banned.
and Palace.
And Palace? Did I hear that right?
Callus.
Callus have been banned. Ben with this one game advantage. We saw Michael, I believe, reverse sweep
He did, reverse 3-0 on
Ross
Rokem.
In this last one, so going down is no problem for him. We've seen that before. We'll see how that plays in here, see if he's able to bring it back.
Mentality going to play a huge part here. Whether you're at a lead or a deficit, just approaching the game with your mind is going to make such a huge difference on the gameplay itself.
Yeah. Again, another high school versus college matchup. We have Michael, who's a sophomore at Massinawa High, and Ben, who is a junior here at Taylor University. Both players good to go into the match.
All right, here we go. Looks like the stage is going to be FD.
Stage FD, and both players keeping the same character.
Solid counter pick for Lucas. Easy place to zone, and doesn't have to worry about platforms interrupting any strings or combos. And he's going to get the fair dare there,
The
but
fair
he will
dare.
recover safely.
Explain that one to me, Wilson. What's the fair
So
dare?
forward air will set up perfectly for a down air once they're off the level, which can spike them downward. And it looks like he recovered safely, but Ben is keeping a pretty solid advantage nonetheless. Parrying the F smash.
Ben not wanting to give Michael any ground here, already taking a stock off of him.
Dash attack going to come in clutch for the first stock yet again. And another down throw dash attack. Playing it pretty safely, but also aggressively at the same time. He's just mixing up his landings really well and always knowing when to approach and when to hold back. Let's see how he's going to get down here. Juggle's also playing a huge part for Spiral BB. He's going to whiff the side B there. Not sure what he's going for, but a lot of things can mix you up in this game. Okay, up tilt, almost going to do it. Back throw getting him off stage. Let's see how he keeps advantage.
Yeah, we'll see. This game looks like it's repeating itself, and that Ben is going to go up 2 stocks over Michael.
F tilt, a super great spacing move. Keep him off of him safely, and it'll clean up the second stock.
Yeah, it looks like history may be repeating itself here. We'll see if Michael's able to get Ben down 2 stocks again.
Getting tricky with combos. And defensive play playing a bigger part right now.
Yeah, Smash is... I guess I had never really considered the defense involved in it. It seems like such an offensive
Very
game,
important. I would say it's definitely toned down in this game compared to, say, Smash 4. But defensive options are still really big. And up B, not going to send him too far. It is pretty weak, but can kill under the right circumstances.
Yeah, and Ben is getting close to those circumstances, I'd say, with 158.7% damage here.
Could be a 3 stock. Never want that to happen. But here's an advantageous state for McMackey, and he's going to be off stage once again.
Will Ben be able to finish him here, or will he recover? He's close.
Okay. Oh, getting gimped by the
quite
stage.
able to do
Not
it,
what
and
you want
it
to
is
see.
a 3 stock. Ben goes up in this best of 5. 2 games to 0.
Yeah, not me too. I'm glad I'm at least.
You're back here. 2-0 lead for Ben Briette versus Michael Garcia. We'll see how this one finishes out here in just a moment. Players are sorting out their audio and banning stages as we speak. Wilson, what can Michael do here moving forward to try and reverse sweep Ben?
I think the play will be being very intentional with his buttons and inputs, and just making sure he approaches it a bit more methodically, I would say. Make sure he's thinking about everything he's pressing, and just being careful about landings and not letting anything in his head get to him, I think. Because it's easy in this setting to just get thrown off by pretty much anything and let that go to your head.
Yeah.
So I think just approaching this match with a level head will be very important.
Good deal. Yeah, level head for sure. And he was able to reverse sweep Rokem in that last semifinal match. We'll see if he's able to do it.
Never
here
know
to
what can
Ben.
happen, for sure.
Definitely possible. And we see this same stage versus his match in Rokem as well.
Northern Cave, again, new stage, kind of an oddball pick, but that might be just what he needs in the set being 2-0 down.
I believe it was on this stage that he was able to, at least I know he took a game off of Ross, but I don't know if that was the start of his reverse sweep or not.
It might have been, I believe.
So history again repeating itself here at Taylor Esports.
For sure. I'm gonna step forward with that F smash and whiff, and suddenly, okay, that was a great reversal there from Spiral. Back in the advantage, gonna whiff an up smash, and suddenly he's off stage. And that was a very fortunate trade for McMackey.
I think for the first time this series, we see McMackey go up in stocks in a game.
Using that reflector to get rid of the PK freeze, I believe. Okay, some technical issues.
Looks like there might be some audio issues on the stage here. Players are playing through though. Really speaks to the resilience here within their skill.
Definitely.
How big of a
BT.
factor does audio play, Wilson?
Pretty big. I know some players are comfortable with just music. Others need the game audio for certain cues as far as predictions and reactions. But so far, this match is pretty even. Or this game here.
I'm rubbing off on you. Me and my Rocket League terminology.
There you go.
Oh, what a save
Not going to
there
get the off-stage PK fire this time, but he will recover safely with another one. Okay, that could be huge. Okay. It has just been so back and forth getting each other off stage in this game. And choosing to capitalize on those situations can really be huge. Barely going to recover with up B. Once again off stage, and there goes the second stock for McMackey.
Now he not only has to take 2 stocks off of Ben, but he also has to take 3 games in order to progress to the winner's final
Correct.
and win this series. Difficult task for anyone, no matter the skill. He is able to get 1 stock, and they are level.
This
one
is
step closer to that
very
grand finals
scary.
match. Both players very close.
Okay,
in
good
damage
spacing.
Still choosing their moves carefully, both in the zone.
For sure. I'm seeing a lot more deliberation from McMackey this time around, and choosing his moves carefully, so it's good to see that adaptation coming out. And that back air, very nearly going to do it, not quite. And
Oof.
well-spaced forward tilt. Let's see if he goes for it again. No, okay, whiffs.
Ben able to get a lot of
Remains off
hits.
stage. If McMackey wants to take this, he might have to rely on gimping him and taking a stock early.
Ben on the verge of a grand finals berth here.
Oh my.
So
Okay.
incredibly close.
Okay, coming down, and there's the up smash. Gonna take it.
And there it is. Ben Briette will move on to the grand finals. Both players there giving each other an elbow bump. Great sportsmanship on display. And McMackey will move down now to the lower final, awaiting his opponent of match versus Corfus, and to be determined. I want to take a moment here and just remind our viewers that we are a Twitch affiliate, so you can use, if you have Amazon Prime, to give us a free subscription, free to you, but yet we still get paid. It's a wonderful deal. That's on the bottom right of your Twitch screen. And that was a wonderful matchup. Wilson, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so pretty dominant there from Ben. I did see, again, adaptations start to come out from McMackey in the last game. Wasn't enough in time, unfortunately, but if they had kept playing, I'm sure it could have gone back and forth either way. Ben, again, showing his ability to hold advantage very strongly, keep the opponent off stage, and just assert his dominance in game.
Yeah, definitely. Ben, one of the most dominant players here on campus, consistently making grand finals appearances. We'll see if he is able to take this one. McMackey, though, will be in the lower final, and he'll have to beat his opponent in a best-of-5 down there to have another shot at Ben. But that's going to do it for us here. We're going to cut to a short break while we prepare for this loser semifinal match.
Correct.
to win. I play to win.
Welcome back to Taylor Esports Smash Ultimate January Tournament here. We are in the lower semifinals with a matchup that has already happened today. We have Corfus versus Grunion Master and Wilson. How did that first match go?
From what I've heard, it was pretty close, and they get to rematch here now, so this will be the deciding factor as far as who moves on to losers finals. And so I believe this is K-Rool versus Sheik. So Sheik, definitely a less common character that definitely has been reserved for specialists, it seems, so far. And Corfus, if my judgment is correct, has been tearing through losers.
Yeah, he has been on a run. Grunion Master was able to take this first set against Corfus in the very first round of today's bracket. A 2-1 matchup, sounded close, and Corfus has won by a DQ, 2-0'd his first opponent, 3-0'd his second opponent, 3-0'd his third opponent, and now he faces Grunion, the man who sent him here at the start of the day. So this is quite the matchup. This is a best of 5, and we are going to go ahead and get in the action. The players are ready.
We have a lot on the line here, so let's see how this plays out. Sheik, definitely a character that's going to struggle to trade with K-Rool's beefy hitboxes and super armor. But can probably combo him into Oblivion. So we're going to see how that plays out in this set right here.
Both players having played in the last Taylor Esports tournament in September. Both of them performing, I believe, exceptionally well. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but yeah, Sam on the right tied for 7th in the last event, and Corvus tied for 9th. So both very talented players who did well in their pools last night.
Seen some juicy combos coming out from Sheik already. Saw some drag down uppers, saw some really good ledge traps with Nair, and he's going to wait out the option, get a little funky there, and this is looking pretty good for him.
Yeah, about a minute in and 3 stocks to both players' names still, but a lot of damage dealt by both as well. Be curious to see who is able to take that first stock. Not
okay,
quite.
This is, yeah. K-Rool's very heavy. He's going to live a long time. Sheik, not so much. So it's really going to be all about holding advantage for as long as possible for Corvus, and there is the first stock.
First one, Corvus is able to take it. Will that be foreshadowing of this set?
There you
not
go.
Series, set. Or will Grunion be able to repeat history and take him?
Grunion, I believe he's played multiple characters in the past. I know him for his Samus, playing K-Rool this tournament this time around. Not sure how much he's practiced it, but it's definitely got him pretty far. So it's just interesting to see how one can take a new character and really apply their fundamentals in that sense, even if they're new to that character.
Yeah, both these players making it to the top 4 of the tournament. Both making it much further than they did last fall, but the edge game right there, off the map.
Okay. Forward smash, almost going to take it.
Oh, aggressive play, both able to make it back to the platform.
Getting a little greedy with the up B, but that does kill pretty early. I believe he got buffed as well. So that can be an option to look out for. Barely going to recover.
Oh, my word.
Ledge play looking really nutty right now.
Yeah, I don't even know how he was able to make it back to that one, but he was. And we have a 3-1 stock advantage to Corvus, who is hurting, but winning.
At the same time, that is totally right. Nair going to take things out. First stock there for Grunion, and Corvus is just jumping right back in with these combos.
Close play from both players.
Mixing up his recovery with the directional air dodge. That even little things like that can really throw your opponent off.
How much of when you play Wilson is learning your opponents, like learning their tendencies when they're off the edge and trying to recover? How big of a factor is that, or do you just try and focus on hitting them?
It'll definitely vary per character, but it's still huge no matter what, I would say, depending on your character's ability to push advantage off stage and hopefully take a stock. But it's worked out really well so far here for Corvus, and he's just dancing around his shield trying to find an opening. And Grunion looks like he's doing the same. Reflecting the needle there, that looked kind of funny. Gets the weak up smash, that'll send him off stage. And he really just needs a few stray hits and he could take this out. Sheik being a character that's infamous for not really being able to kill, but if you can, oh wow. There's the up air.
Oh, and we are tied stock-wise, but yet the advantage lies in Corvus's hands in damage.
For sure. And K-Rool, definitely a beefy character, can bring this back pretty quick. That up throw does so much damage, 20%. And honestly, this is actually pretty even, all things considered.
For sure.
Very close.
Yeah, that beefy character will play a big role. Is he able to recover here? He
that
is. He
that
gets
was
back
very
on.
close. Okay.
So incredibly close. Oh, he sends him back out again. Another good
There's
recovery,
the back
but the
air,
finish.
and that'll take it.
And Corvus takes the first game in this best-of-5 set.
Getting up to 191 on percent there. Living long, making use of K-Rool's second highest weight in the game, I believe, behind Bowser. So let's see how stage counter picks play into this here.
Yeah, it sounds like Small Battlefield and Smashville have been banned. And Kalos Palace, I believe, is selected.
Kalos Pokemon League, yep.
Pokemon League, sorry. I
You're good,
barely
you're good.
saw it out of the corner of my eyes. They selected it. Has been chosen as the stage for this second game in the set. Players are going ahead and joining. And this is going to be a good matchup. The same characters. Grunion sticking with, oh, I forgot his name.
King K. Rool.
King K. Rool and Corvus on Sheik.
So yeah, pretty polarizing matchup to see here. One really only needing to win neutral a few times to really assert that advantage, and Sheik being able to hold it for a long time, but also struggling to trade and land that kill. So it'll be a very different-sided matchup as far as what they're looking for throughout the game.
Yeah, this map seems to be much bigger, at least to my eyes.
Sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
You are
be curious.
correct.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna.
I am wrong. No.
No.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out with these two players and their
Oh my
respective
gosh.
characters and abilities.
Parry straight into the combo there using up air drag downs. And this is a pretty tight game so far. Catching the tech chase with forward smash, and he's looking pretty juicy.
Yeah, we do have a Sammy Morris versus Brunninger Hall matchup here. Two halls that both have excellent gamers in all areas of video games. But Sammy, the Smash favorite, I suppose, the Wilson U, the last two
yeah, I
winners
guess.
come from Sammy.
Up air going to take out the first stock, and this is looking suddenly a lot scary for Corvus, as, again, K. Rool only really needs a few neutral exchanges to get back in the game. But finding that opening may be a bit tricky.
Yeah, the defense of Corvus here coming out strong, using that shield, able to dodge, is it, through Grunion's hits here. Doing an excellent job at keeping the advantage.
Drag down up air again on the platform, asserting his advantage once more.
We don't
with
see
that
an
move.
edge guard there either.
Got to be careful against a character like K. Rool, using super armor, lots of mix-ups, able to recover with. Not the easiest character to edge guard, but there the up B is going to take the second stock.
Yeah, we hear Grunion off screen here, praising Corvus for his techs and for his moves. Love to see the sportsmanship between these two players.
For sure. Love seeing the mutual respect play out, and throughout the tournament as well. Mixing him up in so many situations here, but super armor going to save his life once again. Super useful in this matchup, and any matchup really.
Yeah, at least to my eyes, it seems like Corvus is definitely all over the stage, whereas Grunion isn't quite. He's more static of a character.
Okay, Z drops really getting tricky. With the crown not letting him have it, he is all over the place on this man.
Corvus wants this revenge.
There's
He
the bouncing
hits
fish.
a game there. Wow. Corvus winning that two stocks advantage.
I feel that he really wants this.
And we go best of
Best of five.
Best of five. So that was game two.
Yeah.
We move on to the next
Are you
one.
playing the same one? Yeah. All right, let's go FD then. I know Sheik does really well there, but I have a specific song. Let's go.
Okay, we're getting a music counterpick here. That can actually make a pretty big difference as far as what the players like to hear.
Yeah,
I know
mind games.
can really get you into the game as far as the music selection.
For sure, the players carefully choosing the music
It's
and
like
Final
F-
Destination.
I gotta get
FD,
wrecked with
yep.
my own music. I gotta go down, go down. My own
Corvus seems
life.
to be jamming away to Grunion's music choice. Don't know how much, if that's going to do any mind games for him. Seems to be enjoying
See
it.
how it plays out. No
Players are
platforms.
good to join in.
speak
Here we
of.
go. Same characters chosen again. No platforms. Different venue for this mashup.
For sure. Even things like lighting and backdrop on these stages can have a mental effect, I've seen. Once again, getting super crazy with the crown.
Both players fairly even to start here.
Oh my gosh. It's been really entertaining to watch these two, I have to admit.
Such a fun matchup here. Love to see this. Love to experience it live here at Taylor University.
Yeah. There's Sheik's light lightweight being a detriment. She's going to die really early to that back air there. Another parry. Not quite going to get the tech chase, but Sheik does have a good recovery to play with as she gets launched off stage. Strong up smash, not quite going to be enough, but he's going to carefully watch the landing and continue to assert his dominance.
Yeah, Corvus here and Sheik still trying for that first stock on Grunion.
177. This is not a easy battle for a character like Sheik.
Grunion not
narrowly gonna miss the
quite
ledge.
able to
What do you do?
recover, and they're even.
For sure.
Grunion, though, having to reverse sweep Corvus if he wants a shot. Sam definitely has a hard task in front of him, but it starts right here. With each hit that he takes, he gets closer towards a matchup in the lower final.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, he, I
Dive
think he
there,
might have
so
scared him there.
close. Sam not quite able to recover. He comes out strong. Edge guarding there, trying
Oh
to get
boy.
it.
Okay. He wants this stock quickly.
He needs it quickly.
Yes. Again, waiting out his options, reacting to what he does. Needles on deck. This is pretty scary.
Close,
This
not
combo
quite
being
able to get it.
absolutely insane.
And
that was good.
Corvus able to take it. The players, Sam there in the armor, Corvus on the left. Both players going in for an elbow bump, the great sportsmanship. I love to see that.
For sure. Very entertaining match.
That was our first elimination match on stream. Sam will be going home and watching the broadcast, and Corvus will be moving on to face Mississinawa's McMackey in the lower
Losers
finals
finals.
for a spot
Are
in
you
the
good
grands.
with staying? Or okay.
Awesome. We will get set up here for that next match in a minute, but while we're waiting, I just want to remind the audience that you can join Taylor Esports Discord. If you're watching on Twitch, type !Discord, and once you join, introduce yourself in the introductions channel. We support all types of games, welcome everybody, including prospective students, so high schoolers that are looking to join Taylor University. We'd be happy to have you there. Or if you're not watching in Twitch, you can just go to tayloresports.com and you will arrive at the Discord. So we're going to cut to a quick break, and we'll be back shortly with that lower final matchup.
All I wanna do is to put my arms around you and watch these moments fall back into place. All I wanna do is to make you stop and love me. How can I be blue when you catch me in these feelings like okay. I love you, I do need you, I do love you, I do need you. I love you, I do need you. Oh, I love you, I do need you. Oh, I love you, I do need you, I do love you, I do need you. I love you, I do need you. Oh, I love you, I do need you. love you, I do need you. Ooh, I love you, I do need you.
We used to think our words were gold, that our blinded hearts could withstand cold. We were catching diamonds in the rain, letting precious water through the drain.
And we're back for the lower final matchup. I'm Matthias Dean alongside of Wilson Secure. I said it wrong.
Secor. You're
Core.
fine. You're fine.
I can't pronounce anybody's names at these events, but I praise you guys for bearing with me in this. We have a wonderful matchup of Corfus versus McMackey, Taylor University versus Massinawa High at this Taylor Esports Smash Ultimate event. But before we get into that match, we're going to take a look at the bracket to see how these two players got here, what they had to go through. We did just see Corfus on stream. He took out Grunion in sweep to get here. His run through the lower bracket has been impressive. He has not dropped a game since he lost to Grunion in that round of 16 match in the upper bracket. He is on fire, while we have McMackey as well, a player who has shown resilience, able to reverse sweep players, not quite able to take out Ben Briette, but he is here to match up against Corfus. And just like the last match, this one has also been seen before. Last night in our group stage, McMackey played against Corfus, and McMackey, I believe, swept him 2-0 in that best
Correct.
of 3. So this is quite a matchup. Corfus is on a tear. McMackey has the advantage in previous games. The players are ready. We have Lucas versus Sheik, Michael versus Cullen, and we're going to go ahead and get into it.
All right, here we go. Game 1, Sheik Lucas. It looks like Small Battlefield is the pick. McMackey going to start aggressively, and Corfus is going to use that to his advantage. Just going to keep him coming to him.
Both players experienced making it this far in the tournament. They are within the top 3, playing for a spot in that grand finals match where Ben Briette is waiting. It'll be an exciting matchup no matter which player makes it,
For
but
sure.
we're here to decide who that player will be.
Corfus stepping back a lot, just forcing the approach, and it's working out pretty well so far. Needle combos looking great. In general, both of these characters have pretty strong ability to camp with their respective projectiles. Mixing that with aggression and staying back will be interesting to see how that pans out, for sure. Keeping him juggled in the air. Parry coming in clutch. He's going to stay back with the PK freeze, and the armor on the up smash will take the first stock for McMackey.
Yeah, McMackey is able to level the playing field, bring Corfus to the same stock count as he has.
Again,
Not able to get a hit on him since then, though. Oh, there it is, 1.9%, just barely.
Sheik, a character you really just have to keep full control of the game with. Can't let down for a single moment, or it might be your life. And Corfus is really doing an excellent job of that so far, from what we've seen.
Yeah, Corfus has definitely come to play. He is on a hot streak right now, whereas McMackey had to wait, stay warm with his fellow Massinawa teammates. and try and gain steam in this first game of the first game of this best of 5 set.
Can really tell these players want it. A lot to compete for to get to grand finals, and there's the Bouncing Fish, not quite going to take the stock, but he is still off stage. Back to neutral, and Corvus has to get back on stage somehow. Looks like he'll narrowly avoid that PK Thunder. Both these players just playing with such intensity right now. Okay, even a forward air is going to do it there. Such a high percent so far off stage. That'll be it.
Yeah, both these players playing hard. You can tell that they want it, and they've been playing for about 3 hours today too, with downtime every once in a while. Can't imagine the fatigue that they're facing, but yet they're still able to put on quite a show for us here as they battle for a spot in the grand finals.
Definitely. Okay. Up air lag gonna get him punished there with the aggressive option from McMackey. Off stage once again. This is Sheik we're talking about. She can recover pretty well, but the lingering hit of the down smash will seal the second stock. Yep. And suddenly this game is pretty close.
Yeah, both players within 10% stock or damage now. A little off, but and 1 stock each. Could go either way. Comes down to this last stock. We'll see who starts out the series. Set.
Forward air bouncing fish, tried and true B&B combo for Sheik. Again, he is keeping his advantage so strongly right now that it's just terrifying. And there's the first game.
And Corvus able to take that first game in this best of 5 set. Quite a showing from him. The players now will get ready to pick the next stage and their characters. We'll see if they switch it up at all or keep things consistent to what we've seen. Both these players, Michael having played 2 matches on stream prior to this is his third, and Corvus this being his second. Both players accustomed to playing on broadcast. They are prepping to get into the next game here. Wilson, how do you see this going? Do you think Corvus will take another one, or do you think McMackey is able to bring back a game?
It'll be interesting to see. We have seen that Mackey can pull reverse 3-0s, as seen with his set with Rokem. But again, it's all going to be about who's making the adaptations and the really just seeing into the future almost with as far as that predictive game goes.
Yeah, it's those little changes, those little things that you're able to pick up on as a player.
For sure.
That really make the difference against your opponent. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what decides our champion.
For sure.
Those little changes, those adjustments.
It's going to keep going off the top, but that makeshift ladder won't do it.
Now, I believe this map, this stage, we were able to see McMackey play on it twice against Rokem earlier, and the first time he lost, and the second time it is the map that he took the set on.
Correct.
Winning that best of 5, and
definitely seems like a comfort pick for McMackey here.
he knows he can win on this map for sure. We'll see how it plays out here if he is able to get a game off of Corvus, and he gets the first stock.
Gonna punch that whiffed tech chase with a back throw. Very strong option from Lucas. Not quite Ness back throw levels, but definitely strong in its own right. And that up air just barely gonna take him off the top, and we're at a dead even game once again. Waiting at the PK freeze, very smart. And wow, the offense coming out from both players just so intense, so in their faces. But also balancing it with patience and looking for the right time to strike.
Both players extremely focused on winning this game in the best of 5 set. Zoned in, not wanting to give any ground to their opponent.
So much of this is just waiting for the right time, and again, things like waiting at the PK freeze at the ledge. You just got to be patient. You can't give into any wants to just get in there too fast. Oh my, double dare. Okay. First nair. He's getting really tricky with his movement here. Almost got the single needle confirm into up smash. That would have been something. Oh wow.
What a jump off
Weak
the
bear,
platform.
land on the platform, bouncing fish. Mixing up his timing really well, and staying in this battle even with the stock deficit just a second ago.
Yeah, it's anyone's game at this point. Within 3% damage.
Patience once again. Oh boy, this is a lot closer than I imagined for this last stock.
Both players not wanting to give any ground. It is literally there within 5%.
Oh
Is
my
that
lord.
it? McMackey is able to bring the series back to 1-1.
Down
What a
smash,
showing from both players.
down
but
smash, such a strong move. Can't
Yeah.
underestimate.
Insane.
Especially at the ledge, it will catch you when you least expect it. Huge move.
Yeah, close matchup here between these two players, Missinawa and Taylor University, squaring off in this lower final. The winner of this best of 5 set will move on to the grand finals to face Ben Briette, and they are picking stages right now, and I believe it is Pokemon Stadium 2
Yep.
that has been selected, so we'll get into that in just a moment. The players have given the nod, they're good to go, and essentially, this is a classic thing to say as a commentator, but we have a best of 3 on our hands now, as both players
Essentially.
have won a game. But
This stage will give Corvus a lot of room to needle camp and just make careful decisions as he has more room to play with here. Whiffing the up smash, that should be a meaty punish. He will remain off stage, and this is good time for damage for Corvus. Downer mix-up also coming in clutch. Oh my gosh, these up air drag downs are so entertaining, and this might be it.
McMackey
It will
not
be.
quite able to make it, and Corvus has the first stock advantage in this game.
Should be, again, a very entertaining rest of the set. Has been so far. Both these players just giving it their all, knowing how much is on the line here. Hopping above the PK freeze, going to get a punish. And the forward air almost going to do it, but not quite.
Corvus, is he able to recover? He is. Barely grabs onto that edge. Waiting now for his opponent to get back, seeing if he can grab a 2-stock
okay.
advantage, but he seems to have fumbled there.
Hate to see that.
Both players on the same stock count.
Spot dodging away from the grab, gonna reset to neutral and just rethink things here.
Wilson, how big of a factor is momentum in these Smash sets?
It is, I would say, unimaginably important as far as mentality and just keeping your head straight, looking at the action, what's going on. You can't look at things as far as how do I word this? You don't wanna be like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, that was terrible. You just have to look at it and accept it and know what to adapt from there.
For sure. For sure. And Corvus having lots of momentum coming into this set. It's working for him here in this game. We'll see if he's able to take it and take the game advantage in this best of 5.
Oh my gosh, waiting for the shield drop and then punching from there. Expecting a jump, but still going to keep playing to his advantage. This has just been so back and forth as far as ledge play. I keep saying that, but it's true. So many reversals, so many mix-ups, and it's really just working out for both players as they go back and forth.
Both players fairly even here as far as damage goes, but Corvus with that extra stock to hold on to, a little bit of security. Mackie, though, working hard to take that security away from him.
Yeah, PK Freeze really being the go-to option here as he goes off stage. Not the easiest move to land, but okay.
Oh,
Bouncing
my
Fish
word.
nearly going to do it.
Almost there. Corvus on the brink of securing match point.
There it is
And
again,
there
and that'll
it is.
seal it.
Corvus takes it. Will we have a tied series after this next game, or will Corvus be able to take it and move on to the grand final? It all comes down to this last 7 minutes for him, and potentially the last 7 minutes of McMackey's tournament, unless he is able to bring it around. We know that he has the ability to make the series go the distance and then secure that series, as he has reverse swept twice today to get to this point.
Yeah, I really can't tell you who's going to win this. This is back and forth set so far. Really trying to get tricky with mind games here. And finally, an opening start for McMackey.
We've seen not only between games, but even within games, just players going back and forth. It's hard to pick a favorite here. Both are extremely talented in what they're doing right now, and it shows here.
Definitely. You can tell a lot of hours went into this game to get to where they are right now, and hopefully it pays off for one or the other.
Regardless, though, both players already accomplishing top 3 in this tournament that started with 24 individuals, and in a day that started with 16.
Definitely something to be proud of here.
Corvus not letting Mackie get back on the platform, but he forces his way
dangerous.
through. And 137% damage on Mackie. Both players extremely close, really fighting for that first stock. They do not want to be the one returning to the stage with 2.
Corvus really using needles to force an approach, and there's the up air, closing out the
there
first
it
stock,
is.
and that could be the momentum he needs to close the set out. We'll see.
We'll see. Mackie could strike back very quickly here and level the playing field. Oh, almost does there. Not quite. Close to taking Corvus out. Mackie playing with his tournament life, though.
For sure. Okay, that's finally going to do it. He was at 177, I believe, and back in a mostly even game. Again, ledge play going to be super huge for the deciding factor on who wins. But grab game also being huge for Corvus. He's catching these shields, catching these landings, and going from there. Oh, absorbing the grenade there, that's going to recover a lot of percent for him, and that's a factor we haven't seen too much in this set so far, but could continue to play a part. Okay, he's just going to catch him in the air there with the up smash, and that could be the last stock of the set here as we move forward. You can tell Corvus really wants this. He's being super careful around shield, not whiffing anything really, and this just keeps getting more intense. That's all I can say.
Both players fairly even damage-wise right now, fighting for the middle of the map, trying to push their opponents to the edge.
McMackey still needing to take one more stock, but let's see what he does to deal with the added pressure of being in potentially his last stock of the set.
It's never fun to play with your tournament life on the line. Mackie here is doing that, and he's doing it well. He's fighting hard, pushing Corvus into situations that he doesn't want to be in.
For sure. Once again, barely not killing. He's caught the wrong DI a few times, but it still hasn't been enough. And there's the sour spot. Once again, not going to take it. Finally, the PK Fire stealing out the stock, and this is all the marbles right here. Right here.
Yeah, Cullen looking to birth himself into the grand finals while McMackey is trying to get one more game to look to do the same then in the next. Both players extremely close, extremely talented in this.
Oh boy.
It's looking rough for McMackey, the last remaining Massinawa High student.
Third place, great showing overall from these players, and it's always fun to see new talent. And there's the bouncing fish, gonna take the set.
There it is. Corvus takes the series or the set 3-1 over McMackey. A great showing from Massinawa High, and especially Michael Garcia here. Quite the game, and Corvus is going on to face Ben Briette in the grand finals of this January's tournament. Just want to remind you guys before we go to a quick break here to go ahead and subscribe on Twitch via Twitch Prime. It costs you nothing, but means a great deal to us, and your support is greatly valued. We're going to go to a quick break before our grand final matchup. Welcome back. We are here for our grand finals matchup. It's been a long journey to this point, so I think we're going to go ahead and show the bracket and look at how we got to where we are in the tournament. Now, this is day 2 of the event, Wilson. The first day had a group stage where there are 4 groups of 6, and the top 4 from each of those groups made it to the bracket stage today. We have our 2 players in this grand final, Spiral BB versus Corfus. We can see Spiral BB has gone through as the number 1 seed, winning all of his sets to get here, only dropping 1 game. He is on a complete tear, and then his opponent Corfus has done the same thing but in the lower bracket. Corfus has been tearing through his opponents, only dropping 1 game in the lower bracket plus 1 set in the upper. But these are 2 very talented players. Wilson, I'd be curious to get your thoughts on these 2 individuals.
Yeah, so for Corfus, I'd say it'll definitely be interesting. We can see the momentum he's carried throughout this tournament. And I noticed the last 2 sets were both rematches, I believe, and he won both of them. So you see that momentum going forward. For BB, definitely just keeping up the same pace he has, and I think both of these players really want this tournament, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in a set where momentum is so key and mentality is going to play a huge part in it.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to go ahead and get in this matchup. These players, very experienced. Ben, this is his 3rd Grand Finals appearance in Taylor Esports Smash Ultimate history. He has not been able to secure the W up until this point.
Very well
we'll
be his
see
chance.
if this is his chance at the trophy at the championship. We have Wolf versus Sheik, Spiral, BB versus Corfus, Ben versus Cullen, and it's underway.
Here we go. All the marbles. Both are very forward air heavy characters. A lot of whiffs, but I'm sure they will figure out the opponent's movement as the set goes on.
Now we've seen Ben switch between characters. He's using Wolf right now, but as far as I know, Corfus is stuck to Sheik, at least for all of the matches that have been on stream. Both people feeling very comfortable with their characters.
Character loyalty playing a huge part for a lot of players in this tournament. Definitely a huge asset, though, to have multiple characters at the ready, especially when unfavorable matchups may come about. At the same time, putting all your effort into one character can also be a huge benefit.
Yeah, that idea of seeking perfection of play within specific characters, something that draws a lot of people.
For
but
sure.
then there's also the idea that if you do spread out your wealth, you'll be more rounded.
See, Town and City is the pick here, and I believe one of them lived really long off the top, or barely lived off the top because of the huge ceiling on this stage. So killing vertically not going to be as much of a thing in this matchup, but horizontally, as we see right there, will be.
So this is a much more, I guess, tall map, less.
It's very
less
tall
round.
and more narrow on the
More
sides.
narrow, okay, yeah, interesting.
There's
See, I
the
didn't even
up tilt.
know that was a factor in this game. There's
sure.
so much complexity to this stage.
Really
choice.
Pretty even game. Nair out of shield, followed by an up smash out of shield. Gonna keep Corfus on his toes. Lots of back and forth defensive play, just trying to find that right opening.
Both players still sticking more towards the bottom of this
Oh my goodness.
stage, not so much using those platforms. Oh my.
That is so beefy.
Big hits coming out from both players here.
They are swinging.
Both realize that they have to go a long way in this best of 5 to take home today's trophy,
For sure.
bringing
Definitely.
out all the stops.
Will definitely be a more uphill battle for Corpus as he has to win 2 sets. But
Yeah.
I know he has the momentum to achieve that if he so desires.
Yeah, that is true. This is a bracket reset tournament, so because Spiral has not lost a set yet, he has to lose 2 sets to be eliminated from the tournament. Corpus, having already lost one and being relegated to the lower bracket,
Yep.
only has to be beat once. So Corpus definitely an uphill battle for him against a mighty opponent. And it's interesting, Wilson, we have battle of the 2 big dorms on campus, the
For
2
sure.
men's dorms. We've got Ben Briette in Wingets and Cullen in Sammy Morris.
Yeah.
Quite a
Interesting
matchup.
rivalry, but I definitely feel the mutual respect here once again.
Yeah.
I think they both have a lot of respect for each other, and regardless of outcome, they're going to be happy with how they played, I think, based on this set so far. Or tournament so far, rather.
Yeah, both players now with 1 stock each. Looking to be the one that takes the first game in this best of 5 set. Set the pace for their opponent.
Okay, doing a lot of footsies here. Baits out the... Oh my gosh.
Corpus taking the first game, something that hasn't happened to Ben in a few
Oh,
rounds.
I'm gonna say the same. Okay. I ban.
Quite the matchup we have here on the Taylor Esports live stream. Just real quick, if you guys like what you're seeing, go ahead and give us a follow at Taylor_Esports on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We try to keep those things running, keep you guys involved and up to date. The players are selecting their next stage right now, but it's definitely an uphill battle for Cullen as he has taken the first game and has to take 2 best of 5 sets off Ben to win this.
Third player. Hopped on.
Oh,
Oh, we had a 3rd player join the match from nowhere.
that's fun.
There we go. Should be good to go in this next match.
Keeping the same characters, looks like the stage pick will be Town and City again, running this back.
Same map twice.
Yep. Important to note, Ben may have been looking for gameplay changes, and in order to adapt, wants to keep consistent with stage, just for that added comfort. Up smash can be a huge momentum shifter there, keeping him in the air, ready for juggles, and whiff grab going to result in the grab of Corpus' own, and this is just so back and forth on these defensive options. Getting him off with a jab, and tech chase? Nope. A lot of baits I'm seeing, trying to get the opponent, forcing them to do something that is punishable. And any other stage that probably would have killed, but since we're on Town and City, he's living. Oh my goodness. Going straight to the Shadow Realm there.
Ben with a huge hit takes Corpus' first stock.
Up smash out of shield every time, just giving him the momentum he needs. Oh my gosh, he crouched under that laser. Movement also being a huge factor for these players.
It's the most minute things that are going to make the difference here.
Definitely. Loving the
most
mind games.
Minute changes that are going to determine our champion.
Oh, that was close. Had just enough invincibility to live. And the back
was
air.
saying it, but no, not for long. Corpus takes his stock, and they're on level footing here with about 2 minutes past in this game.
Oh, don't want to see that. Whiffing a grenade and falling to his doom. Definitely going to have to climb a pretty big mountain here if he wants to win this game, especially as a character like Sheik.
Anything is possible with this caliber of player, though. It's
sure.
still no small task.
This could be a long set, that's for sure. Barely avoiding the down smash with a downer of his own and getting some breathing room here. There's the back air. And that's it.
And that's game. Been able to rally back and take a game and 3 stocks off of Cullen to tie up the set. We are tied 1 game apiece in this best of 5 grand final matchup. The players are selecting their stage for the next one. And Wilson, what do you think they need to do going into this next one? They're on level ground.
For sure. Again, I've said it before, just looking at the match as it goes, and looks like they have another third player. Okay, I don't know why that's happening. That's bizarre. Anyway, just looking at the match as it goes, not letting anything get to their head, and I think one specific thing that might help is just watching their defensive options, which I mentioned a few times, but I've seen them hit their shields a lot, so that would be a good opportunity for grabs. A lot of them will spot dodge quite often, so that's a good opportunity to wait it out and punish after the spot dodge. See, a lot of shield flickering going on. And there's the forward smash right away, opening gambit.
Yeah, that forward smash taking Cullen by surprise there.
The step back on that move can be pretty frustrating to deal with, as he'll step back right as he releases the forward smash and can be tricky to deal with. Same principle with moves like Mario's forward smash. They step back right as you try to punish. Shield grab, okay. Gets the no tech with the dash attack. Gonna whiff a forward smash, but he keeps him off stage.
Ooh. Quick strike there from Corvus.
Okay. Oh my. Okay, these spot dodges are really coming in clutch. Gotta be wary when he's pulling that out after usually stronger moves. He likes to spot dodge after.
Corvus needs to take a stock quick if he wants to have a shot at taking this game.
For sure. Sheik, not a super common character, but definitely one that can reward the player for intense study and labbing, I believe.
Oh, and a hard hit there sends BB into a 2-stock advantage.
And
Corvus, though, with a
finally-
quick retaliation, brings it back down to 1. Both players level footing now as far as damage goes, but BB's still with that advantage in stock.
Relying heavily on B&Bs, and it's going to get gimped by the stage, and suddenly we have a much more even game than before. Dying early at a percent that you don't really want to see.
Yeah, the winner of this game goes to match point, has an opportunity to take the tournament or reset the bracket in Corvus's case. Very important to get this win here.
Oh, wow. Okay, important distinction to make is going for up airs with Sheik once you reach the edge of the stage to keep your advantage going.
Oh my word.
If you kept sending him off stage, then damage output would not be quite as strong.
So the closer you are to the center of the stage, the more damage you do?
You have platforms
how
to
I'm
land on,
interpreting
the
that?
stage to land on, and you can
Gotcha.
keep juggling them, keep comboing them.
Gotcha, I see more opportunity to deal damage.
Right.
I see.
If they are a character that gets edge guarded easily, then you would want to send them off stage to hopefully get an earlier kill that way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the up smash, going to catch the roll. And there's game 3.
Corvus able to take the second game in this best of 5 set, pushing it to game 3 and increasing his chances of a bracket reset. He definitely
that was
once.
Ben won that.
Oops, I am just completely off there.
You're good.
There we go. Score has been fixed.
So this is a chance to win the whole thing right now.
Yeah. Corvus on not match point, but not set point. Well, set point, but tournament point.
Definitely a big momentum boost there from that last game. Went pretty close down to the last hit, so that can always be a bummer not to clutch out games in those situations, but you never know what could happen. He still has the momentum on his side, I believe, so for both players, really. And we'll see how that plays out. Potentially the last game of the tournament, possibly not. Oh, man.
Close recovery there from Corvus. He's able to stay up, keep his chances alive.
Down smash, that's a scary move to deal with at the ledge coming from Wolf. Gonna use the invincibility from the ledge get up attack to get back on stage. Suddenly Corvus is in a very disadvantageous situation. Grabs being huge, starting to pick up on the shield habit. Shield looking like a Skittle though, so.
Wilson, if you were Corvus in this situation, what would you try to do to get that advantage over Ben?
I would probably just relax, try to reset to neutral when it's not looking too, when things are looking risky. Seeing how he reacts to needles, because those are generally unreactable and hard to deal with, and just taking it step by step, I guess. Okay, Reflector has been used as a combo breaker a few times, and that's been a huge benefactor. Okay, catching the DI in, but won't get the up air. And that'll happen. They died at the exact same time.
That is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Always a funny moment when that happens.
Yeah, that trade there makes all the difference, I guess, for these two players. They're still on level footing.
Combos coming out from Corvus, getting him off stage once more. So many trades.
Oh,
Gotta be
almost
careful.
got hit
Gotta wait it
there.
out.
The patience played a huge role in that, and it definitely paid off.
For sure. Oh boy. Yeah, watching out for that side B, that could easily be his death if he's not careful. Taking a bit of a breather, charging needles, getting back in his face. Oh my, yeah, so strong. No matter where you are on stage. Catching the shield finally there.
Corvus looking to take that second stock away from BB right now. Not quite able to do it. BB's got him right
Sheik
where
is
he
very
wants him,
light.
so close. He's able to stay up. The shield right back into BB's hands.
Okay, going for a safe whiff punish there, as he knows spot dodge habit may have come into play there.
Corvus, is he able to recover? He does. Close there, catches BB, sends him off. Does he go aggressive
Okay.
and try to hit him off the edge? He doesn't. He stays on. He plays it patient.
Bit of a
Because
flub.
for he know he can land.
Both at such high percents. Pretty much any straight hit will do it at this point.
There it is, almost 200%.
There you go.
it is.
Very intense game.
Yeah, keeping it close, playing smart. Corvus, I believe, is taking that time to breathe like he thought he should. Still has an uphill battle to fight, though. Needs to continue to play level-headed, play smart, not rush into situations, land hits that he knows he
Yeah, that'll
can.
definitely do it. Sheik, very light character, 170. That'll be it. And potentially last stock of the tournament, but let's see if Corvus can turn things around. Just got a bunch of damage on his character. Oh, that was terrifying. That would have been it. Okay, dead even, just about. Okay, catching the tech chase with forward tilt and keeping him at bay with back airs. Once again. That is such a laggy landing. Oh my gosh. Is he dead?
Oh, is Ben
oh,
able
that
to
hurts.
do it? He
that
is
hurts.
not. Corvus pushes us to game 5 in this set.
I'm gonna go ZSS.
What a intense matchup.
For sure.
But he's able to do it. He's on the verge of resetting the bracket while also trying to avoid defeat and handing the victory to his opponent.
If you won a game,
DSR only applies for the first game you won. Okay. So if you
Sounds like Ben will be changing his character.
Potentially.
This next
We
game
will
we'll
see.
see. Quite the move. Someone who we've seen play Wolf for not only this set so far, but also the last one, and have victory with it. Decides to change things up for this last game.
I'm gonna go to Yoshi's.
Okay, Yoshi's story seems to be the pick.
Both players incredible to have made it here. Looking for that victory. Had a third player randomly
Once
join again. They're going into it. The winner of this set will either determine a bracket reset in Corfus's case or tournament victory in BB's.
If my memory from Smash 4 is correct, this is a pretty polarizing matchup, one that Sheik can combo pretty well in, but ZSS can also cheese with incredibly early in. Rage from Smash 4 not playing as big of a part with things like up B, but still having the opportunity to kill Sheik very early, as these are both very light characters.
Yeah, let's make some noise in Twitch chat for those of you that are watching. Get excited. Who do you think
There's
is
the
going to
upbeat taking
take
the stock.
this? Yeah,
Big
Ben
momentum
takes
boost
the first one.
for BB, and see how that plays out for the rest of this game, potentially the tournament. This counter pick from ZSS coming in huge. Already looking super good for BB. Trying to catch the anti-air with forward air, but it's going to get crossed up, and Corfus is back on the offensive. Gets grabbed, tech chase, good, not rolling in. It's the mistake you never want to make against ZSS, rolling in. And another up B kills incredibly early, the stage also being a huge help.
Yeah, Ben has put himself in a place to win here.
And there's the forward smash, keeping things a bit tighter, but we'll see how Corfus deals with this deficit. Oh wow, combo breaking with F tilt, not an orthodox option, but it worked out. Grabbed once again, and this could be it at any moment. Oh boy, okay, we're Sheik, we're living.
Yeah, so Ben
Oh my.
just needs one victory here to win the tournament, but if Corfus wins this game, then we'll go to another best-of-5 set.
Outstanding play from both of them this tournament, and it's been super entertaining. Not counting Corfus out one bit, as he
Not
has
at all.
been fighting his way slowly but surely against this Zero Suit.
Yeah.
And there it is, that'll... Oh,
Oh.
I jerked backwards.
Unplugged, I think that was game.
a mistake to be sure, but
Just a second, we're having some weird issues, I believe. Oh yeah, click back in. There it
There's
is.
the game.
And Ben Briette is your tournament champion. We'll get them on screen there for the elbow bump. That is insane.
That was-
what a
oh, wow.
great game from both players. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, Ben. I believe this trophy belongs to you. You fought long and hard for it, and you finally get to lift it in victory. So congratulations, my man. What a series, and what a tournament from both of you. Congratulations. Well, we're back here, and yeah, what an event, Wilson. That was
for sure.
an amazing matchup to finish off this amazing tournament. Really, really thankful
Aw.
that this was able to happen. All the players,
Wholesome hug.
great hug off screen there. I mean, that didn't happen. Whoops, code. But yeah, what an event, and what a victory for Ben, who has fought long and hard to lift that trophy, and he's finally able to do so.
Truly a triumphant moment. And
yeah.
love to see it, love to see sportsmanship, love to see great gameplay.
Yeah. What a showing from all the players involved here today, both the Taylor students and the Missinawa High students. Just a fantastic event, and really, really thankful that we got to do this even amidst a global pandemic.
For sure. You know, playing it safe, doing things like the dual monitors, everything definitely helps, and it just having the opportunity to do this, so much fun, especially when Wi-Fi Smash is not always known for being
Yeah.
the greatest experience.
Yeah.
So just having the opportunity to come out here and play offline with so much less lag, so much less latency it's a huge thing, especially since locals aren't really a thing right now. This is just a great opportunity for college students and even the high school students alike to come out here and give it their all.
Yeah, for sure. Now, okay. Checking with Ben to see if he wanted to do an interview. He says, okay, yeah, come sit down, Ben. Come sit down. Here, yeah, pull a
Do you have
chair over.
questions?
We'll see if we can make this work here with
You are now
3
Matthias?
people. You are now me. Congratulations.
We share personalities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just in the middle.
You're both of
I'm
us.
confused. Yeah, is what it is. So yeah, Ben, tell us about your tournament. How did you feel coming into this?
Well, I mean, I've gotten second both the last tournaments, and knowing that the best player on campus, obviously Wilson, wasn't
Oh my
playing,
gosh.
I felt pretty confident. Obviously, we had the wild cards of the 5, ended up being 4 high school students who played really well. Super happy they came out and played with us. And just, you never know what's going to happen. Cullen and I just went 5 games. It's not like I dominated him. Michael and I went 3 games, but 2 of those games were last hit. Like, it was just, there was a lot of close sets. Yeah, I mean, I was really happy that people came out. It was a fun tournament to do over J-term because there's not a lot to do over J-term, so I really appreciated that. And good sportsmanship throughout, which was really nice. That's one of my favorite parts of helping organize these events, is we never have to worry about behavior problems. We're Taylor students, and thankfully we hold ourselves that way. Same with the Mississinawa High School students. They were really nice, really fun, just really great guys. So yeah, just so much fun and so happy to kind of take the win.
Yeah, awesome. How much preparation went into today's event for you, play-wise, Ben? Did you do much to prepare, or have you just been playing and trying to keep up the skill that you had?
Not specifically a ton for this event. I mean, I played a ton over quarantine. I played an all right amount over break, but this week I was a little busy, so I wasn't able to play as much as I would have liked. But it was still good. I mean, I definitely have put in the time previously, so it still carries over. I don't need to. If I don't play as much for 1 week, I think I can still hold myself in most matchups.
Yeah. Do you think that character swap there for that last game played a big role in you being able to take the set there? Were you worried that it might go into game number, another set, bracket reset?
I actually thought about changing characters after, I think I won game 3, so I think I was up 2-1. I thought about changing to ZSS then, but I thought I won the game, so why not stick with Wolf? And so after that, I was just kind of like, I mean, ZSS and Wolf are pretty similar for my characters, and it just playing Wolf and then going to ZSS, not only for me but for my opponent is a big change of pace, and so I thought that element kind of helped. I don't know how well Cullen is versed in the matchup, so I think that definitely played a role, especially him allowing me to go to Yoshi's. I told him after the match that's like my best stage. So I felt for him allowing me to go there. Just a little matchup inexperience, but I mean, still, he played well. I think it's just kind of, I think both my characters are really even. It just kind of depends on what matchup I'm feeling or how I'm feeling. And I thought I played Wolf a lot recently, or in the previous rounds, and was kind of just falling into habits. And so I thought maybe changing it up with CSS would help, and obviously did.
Yeah. Colin, a student here who I believe placed was either 7th or 9th in the tournament ninth in the tournament in the fall of 2020, and here he is now taking 2nd place. Definitely great improvement from him. Someone who both of you guys will have to keep your eyes out for if you compete again in the future, in the spring, or may it be next fall. Wilson, did you have any questions for Ben?
I was trying to think of one that I was just like paying really close attention to what you're saying. And I was like,
I can make a comment on Cullen. So
go for it.
I played Cullen. He played last tournament. He was in my pool. He was also in my pool this time. And I was telling Zach and then another, the Smash coach at our Taylor Esports Smash coach Levi, that I'm like, Corfus, he's the one to watch. I thought he played really well last time. I thought he was in my pool, so we had like a good match, and then he kind of got sent to losers early because he had to play Wilson. Like, that's gonna happen. So, and then he had a really tough losers run, and just the same way this tournament, he's very scrappy. He's very good at adapting. just a really nice guy. I believe he's a freshman.
Yeah.
So he's got a long
Road ahead.
career ahead.
Yeah.
And like he's like got so much potential. I love what he does with Sheik. I've like talked to him about it. I'm like, hey, what do you think about picking up Wolf or Joker, which is kind of like the two spectrums of kind of maybe a little better characters than Sheik, but I really do respect his willingness to stick with Sheik, even if she kind of struggles to kill. But
Loyalty.
yeah, he's really loyal, which I
Gotta admire
100%
it.
respect. You can't, no matter what happens, I think his character loyalty will pay off.
Yeah, for sure.
I
For
totally
sure.
understand that.
Yeah, as someone who mains Mennonite, right? And, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this has been a great event. Unless there's anything else that you guys want to say, I think we'll go ahead and close this out. But yeah, so I just want to give thanks to Ben Kruger for designing the event's trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, show that thing off. It's quite the
Quite snazzy.
trophy. Yeah,
Very beautiful.
clean white. Yeah, so that'll go up on Ben's mantle there.
For sure.
And then I want to thank Ben Briette and Levi White for helping organize this event. You guys have played a huge role in helping us be able
Yeah,
to
for sure.
put on these events in a safe and responsible and competitive manner. I also wanted to thank various players for providing equipment like switches, monitors, and adapters. Especially shout out to Mississinawa High or Mississinawa High. There we go. I've been saying it wrong this entire time. Mississinawa High for providing 6 monitors and some adapters as well. That really helped us adhere to COVID guidelines, as there are a few people who normally are able to bring equipment who weren't this time. I want to also thank the CSE department and Wilson as well for co-casting with me. This has been a wonderful time. I also want to thank Gabe Worley, who's behind the scenes running the stream. This would not be possible without his expertise. Just a fantastic time. I also want to thank the people that are on Taylor Esports leadership for continuing to push the club into new events and bigger events, and for all the leadership they provide as well. One last reminder, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you can link that to your Twitch account and subscribe for free, no cost to you. It really benefits our club. On Twitch is down in the bottom right. We're going to have a lot of live streams coming at you this spring semester. But this has been the Taylor Esports January Smash Ultimate Tournament, and we are going to sign off. We'll see you guys later.
See you guys later.
Good night, guys.
I do need you.